I'm Carly Shimkus here with your Fox News update on Facebook Watch. No deal. President Trump cuts his summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un short after both sides failed to come to an agreement during their 2 days of meetings.
It was about the sanctions. Basically, they wanted the sanctions lifted in their entirety, and we couldn't do that. You always have to be prepared to walk. And I could have 100% signed something today. We actually had papers ready to be signed, but it just wasn't appropriate. I want to do it right. I'd much rather do it right than do it fast.
The president did say both countries walked away from the talks in a friendly manner. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo reiterating it wasn't the outcome either side was hoping for.
We didn't get to something that ultimately made sense for the United States of America. I think Chairman Kim was hopeful that we would. We asked him to do more. He was unprepared to do that, but I'm still optimistic.
Dan Hoffman, a former CIA station chief, telling Fox and Friends First that despite no agreement, the president opened a path forward to future negotiations.
This is kind of the art of no deal, and we've got some good connectivity for negotiations to continue. And I think we've had 2 summits, and we should all understand that, denuclearizing the North Korean peninsula, it's not a straight line negotiation. There's going to be some productive steps forward. There are going to be some setbacks. My inherent feeling is that Kim Jong-un is like his father and his grandfather, always been trying to exact maximum economic gain while giving up as little as he possibly could. And what President Trump did today was he messaged not only Kim Jong-un, but also the international community that we would not make a flawed deal.
The president is now en route back to America. The White House says 2 sides say they are open to continuing the talks in the future. However, the president has not committed to a 3rd summit. Fireworks erupting back home on Capitol Hill as President Trump's former attorney Michael Cohen unleashes bombshell accusations, calling the president a liar and a criminal.
I am ashamed because I know what Mr. Trump is. He is a racist, he is a con man, and he is a cheat. For those who question my motives for being here today, I understand. I have lied, but I am not a liar. And I have done bad things, but I am not a bad man. I have fixed things, but I am no longer your fixer, Mr. Trump.
The president responding overseas.
He lied a lot, but it was very interesting because he didn't lie about one thing. He said no collusion with the Russian hoax. And I said, I wonder why he didn't just lie about that, too, like he did about everything else. I mean, he lied about so many different things, and I was actually impressed. But the fact is there is no collusion, and I call it the witch hunt. This should never happen to another president. This is so bad for our country.
Congressman Ralph Norman, who was on the House Oversight Committee, pressed Cohen on his credibility and joined Fox and Friends First to share what he thought of his testimony.
When you look at the timing, to have it the same day the president was on the verge of potentially historic agreement with nuclear weapons with a foreign country, and to have this hearing with a convicted felon that will be in an orange jumpsuit within 90 days, it was a 3-ring circus. It was interesting, but it was sad in a way, because look at the great things that are happening on so many other fronts.
Social media has a whole lot to say about this. Brooklyn on Instagram writing, this just shows how desperate the Democrats are. Joel says, embarrassing, waste of taxpayer money, sad day for America. And Elaine on Facebook writes, they're more worried about bringing down Trump than keeping our country safe from nuclear war. Cohen returns for a 3rd day of testimony behind closed doors today. He goes to prison on May 6th. Listen to this one. A doctor is shot by a patient in a VA hospital emergency room. Larry Ray Bond, a double amputee, is in custody after the FBI says he opened fire on the doctor at West Palm Beach VA Medical Center in Florida. Officials say Bond was upset about something and had a gun stashed under the cushion of his wheelchair. The doctor was shot in the neck, yikes, but he is expected to be okay. The deadly MS-13 gang is targeting police officers at their own homes. The NYPD warning cops who live in the suburbs of Long Island, New York, saying gang members are, quote, looking to hit officers to improve their street credibility. President Trump has visited MS-13 hotbeds in the area, vowing to decimate the gang. U.S. cyber intelligence officials disabled a Russian troll farm during the 2018 midterm elections. According to the Washington Post, the group posed as Americans on social media, trying to create division in the political system. It's being described as the most aggressive action that the Trump administration has taken to combat Russian election meddling. And those are your top headlines. I'm Carly Shimkus with your Fox News update on Facebook Watch.